What's going on, everybody? This is David here from Bluecrist Videos and Collectibles, and today we're going to be reviewing the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the 1988 Dino-Riders toy line. And if you don't know what Dino-Riders is, it's based on a cartoon series that was used to promote this toy line, and it's about a group of superhuman race called the Valorians as they do battle against a humanoid race called the Rulons, and they're stuck on a prehistoric planet. And the Valorians use their superpowers to communicate with the dinosaurs, while the Rulons use their technology to build brain boxes to brainwash the dinosaurs. And it's a 14 episode series, and it's also produced a comic book series as well by Marvel back in the day. And also, this touring line was consist of four series. Series one, series two, series three, and the Ice Age series. But anyways, growing up, Dino Riders was a very important part of my childhood. As I had a few of these, I never had any of the electronic ones. I didn't have the T Rex or anything. I basically had the smaller and medium-sized dinosaurs, and it was one of the few toy lines that I played with a lot as a kid, along with He-Man and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. And, you know, dinosaurs was a big part of my childhood, as well as a lot of other people who grew up in the 80s or grew up, period, as a kid. Dinosaurs were usually the main essential focus of everyone's childhood, whether it be Dino Riders or Jurassic Park or the old classic Imperial plastic dinosaurs, things like that, and stuff like definitely dinosaurs from play school. But anyways, but yeah, what you have in front of you is the T Rex. I never owned this as a kid. Uh, this guy usually goes today. Usually it's fairly expensive, and it goes for a ton of money. I got this cheap a while back with a lot, and it came with this Triceratops as well. And yeah, I think I got it for like maybe $25, I think. And it has its flaws, and there's reasons why it was so cheap. But I really wanted this piece, and I know it comes with a lot of accessories, like the brain box and the harness, guns, and a couple of figures that come with it. But at the moment, I don't really care for the accessories. I just want the dinosaurs themselves, because those are, I think, are important. Because even though all the other stuff is, because it ties into the comic book series and the cartoon and things like that. But it costs a lot of money. The T Rex usually goes between $200 to $300, give or take, and maybe about 500 to 600 mitten box. And Triceratops is another thing. But I won't be reviewing this guy because he doesn't work, and things like that. And so it's kind of a pointless review. But I'm sure if you look it up on YouTube, and there's plenty of other Dino Riders reviews as far as the electronics working and so forth. But anyways, back to this. This is a pretty decent shape, and the electronics do work surprisingly. I don't remember if the seller put it in the description or not, but he included a battery and everything, so it does work. So I will demonstrate that to y'all here in a little bit. But anyways, I love this piece. This piece is very, very awesome. It's just this incredible looking piece, and it's held up over 30 years now, and it's just a great collector's item in my opinion. And if you're interested in collecting them, I highly recommend you to save your money and just be able to add certain things that you think that you would like for it. But like I said, I would like to have all these complete, but you know, in reality, I just really want, in all honesty, just the dinosaurs themselves. Will I get the other stuff that comes with it? Probably one day, but even again, parts for these things is fairly expensive as well. But anyways, let's get on with the view. Um, let's see. All right. As you can tell, this thing has some incredible detail. It's very got very hard plastic. You know, it's kind of cheap too, and you can tell it is pretty cheap just by the quality of the plastic as well. And starting off with the head, you can tell how detailed this thing is. There's also, you can see the little playwear around its jaw and whatnot. But the eye is what captures this whole thing. The yellow eye with the black pupil, and the paint, you know, you can tell it's like a brownish, blackish color, you know, and they blend in together and everything. And, you know, all the bumps, you know, and scales, it's just all, you know, etched in and everything, sculpted in as well. Um, you can tell sometimes they got a little sloppy, you know, a little bit here, you know, as around the gums and everything, how it bleeds in. But, you know, not every toy is perfect, you know, unless if you're a high-end collector, you know, then that's what really counts. Um, Also, the jaw articulates, but the only time it really articulates is when it walks. So here we have a nice reddish tongue, and you can tell each little teeth is individually sculpted and painted. And the nostrils right here. And you can tell this side is a little bit better, you know, as far as paint wise, not as worn as the other side. But, you know, it's got a hinge at the jaw. But the neck, you know, you can tell the neck in its details, how all the wrinkles are all detailed in. That was really cool. And as far as the hands go and the arms can go all the way up and back. Not a full 360, you know, as it hinders right there and hinders right there. As you can tell, the claws are individually painted. A little wear right there. Not as much right there. So you can move the arms up and down like I mentioned. You can tell that the arms right here individually sculpted scales right there. Yeah, I think it's really, really nice. And then here's the side of the dinosaur. Not as individually detailed as the head and the arms, but you can tell that the further in you get, the more you get on the side. But on the back, you know, it's a little bit more smoother. It's not as detailed as the sides or the hands and the heads and so forth. Here's the legs. I think the legs are very well done as well. The detailed right there, and how the paint scheme, it's light right there, and the hair on the back, how it's dark, and it bleeds in a little light, and then gets darker as you go down the leg. And you can tell the individual wrinkles here's the feet, and how the paint just stops right there, and it just one solid color right here. I should have just went ahead and completed the whole thing, and then that could have been just left alone right there. But both feet, both feet have wheels on it. Sorry, I was trying to get a good shot at both of them, but as you can tell, the dinosaur has a... Oh, there you go. As you can tell, the dinosaur has wheels on it. I'm trying to stop it from rolling around like it's playing dead on me. But yeah, both feet have wheels that roll, and electronics turned on. And as you can tell, the stomach is all one solid color. And then in between the thighs and the legs on the inside, all one solid color. I should have just used that color to cover up the whole legs and stuff. But right there in the stomach, you can see where all those seams are. That's where all the electronics work. And down here is where the battery compartment. I'm missing the battery cover, and battery cover just the battery cover itself can be fairly expensive, between $20 to $30. And then there's the on and off button, and here is the tail. Let me go ahead and set this down so we can get a good look at the tail. Sorry about that, guys. But here you could tell it's missing the little tip right here, and usually that's fairly common with these T-Rexes. I've seen a few that don't have the tip. It's usually about maybe this long, so it's probably missing a good inch and a half maybe. And but like I said, it's fairly common. Because there's a little seam that's right here, and then the rest of the tail like snaps on. But you know, that's where you could tell that was a piece right there that was glued in. But I knew what I was getting into because the seller did mention that, so it is all good. So as you can tell with the tail, how the paint goes all over around here. And this is one of the few times where toys actually paint all the way down to the tail, to the end. So there's the side of the tail, and underneath all one solid color right here. And right here is the main piece that keeps the dinosaur balanced when it walks. And here is the wheel, but the rubber piece is really loose and old and hard. So it does hinder the walking ability, because this is what balances out the dinosaur to keep it straight. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and do the mechanism. Let me put the T-Rex right here and turn this thing on. So as you can tell, it does walk fairly well for the most part, but sometimes, you know, it does have its time where, see, as you watch the tail, where that loose rubber is, it doesn't give it a good pull or push. But it still works, you know. I still like to have it walk, you know. The jaw opens as it goes forward. So, Really cool. Oh, so that's the demonstration and that it works and that it walks, and then how the rubber piece in the back of the tail um, kind of hinders it because, like I said, it's really loose and it's not tight, so it doesn't give that good friction to where it will allow it to move smoothly, you know. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this review, and I know it wasn't much, and really isn't a whole lot to go over because the accessories were missing and things like that, and but hopefully one day I can get all the accessories and then I can do an updated video on this thing. But I just wanted to uh, go over this dinosaur because this is like a favorite piece of mine. I've always wanted it, and I think it's probably one of the coolest dinosaurs that's vintage out there that still holds up to this day compared to a lot of the other stuff that's been put out dinosaur wise. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I know it's not a whole lot to go over. It's just a dinosaur and a few things here and there. But anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new, please give this video a sub and hit the notification bell so you can receive all my videos as I upload them. And also comment down below if you had one of these or if you had anything Dino-Riders related. And if you've seen the cartoon, and if you haven't, I'll leave a link in the description below, a playlist that has all 14 episodes, and check that out if you're interested. And I will catch you guys later.